Let your body waddle. Body waddle.
What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD, and today we're here with kind of like a combo video for our PGL Week 8 matchup. We are going up against TruexNorseman and the Boston Silk Scarf. So if you guys are excited, show some love to either one of those like buttons for me. Smash either one of them if you don't like league battles. Show a dislike if you don't like the team. If you don't like how I battle, leave a dislike. Tell me why you didn't like it. If you enjoyed it, if you're excited for content, smash that like button for me. So. For those of you who don't know, Week 1 we did play Fujio Rules and the Pennsylvania Braylooms. He dropped out of the league, and TruexNorseman actually took over his place as the head coach of the Boston Silk Scarf. So he does have some very striking resemblances to our Week 1 opponent, but he was able to switch out some of the more questionable choices of the existing team to swap them out. So looking at True's team, he does have access to Aegislash, Mega Manectric, Brayloom, Victini, Togekiss, Honchkrow, Snorlax, Donphan, Chinchino, Alomomola, Skuntank, and Lantern. So he does have some definite offensive presence, in my opinion. He also has quite a lot of bulk on his team. As far as Pokemon that I don't enjoy dealing with, stuff like, he doesn't have the Mega Sableye, so there's that. But he does have stuff that I'm not too comfortable dealing with. Honchkrow and Victini kind of take apart my Mega Venusaur wall. Stuff like Snorlax can definitely take a hit. Chinchino, Donphan, and Alomomola are absolutely huge and fat. Lantern's always going to be a problem with either Volt Absorb or Water Absorb. So, for those of you who do not know the team and what we have access to, we do have Deoxys Defense, Mega Venusaur, Raikou, Mew, Conkeldurr, Fortress, Crocodile, Milotic. That is not Mesprit. We have Togetic, Ambipom, Kecleon, and Leavanny. So, this week, let me go on ahead and change over to this. This week we are bringing, not necessarily, there's a little fun in this team, a little seriousness. I took to Twitter earlier today and said, since our record's doing so well, I feel like our differential can take a hit if we decide to have some fun in this battle. So, and a lot of people said they wanted to see some fun. So, we do have our emergency buttons just in case we need to press that all of a sudden just to win. We are bringing in Skater, the Choice Scarf Crocodile. I really don't think I ran a different set on this thing the entire season, to be completely honest with you. Moxie Boost, Choice Scarf, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Knockoff, and Aerial Ace. We have 52 invested in HP, 252 attack from Adamant Nature, 204 in speed. We will outspeed a timid Mega Manectric if he does bring that. If he brings Modest, either way, we still will outspeed it. We will be able to one-shot a lot and do a lot of damage on his team with that Adamant Stab Earthquake. He does have only a few immunities in the, the Togekiss and the Honchkrow, I believe, looking at his team. Other than that, he does not have anything that is immune to it. He does have a few resistances here and there, but that is neither here nor there. Stone Edge will hit things such as... Stone Edge will hit the Victini, super effective, will hit the Togekiss, it will hit the Honchkrow, super effective. Knockoff for the utility, as well as doing damage to things like Victini and doing damage to stuff like Aegislash. Aerial Ace just catch the Brayloom off guard. I'm almost positive this is the same exact set I brought Week 1. I don't want to say that, but I think this might be the exact same set that I brought Week 1. So, next up we are bringing Gamagori, our Deoxys defense, and now looking at the spread, somebody's going to say something, I'm sure. Victini being one of those base 100 legendaries across the board, having access and completely can rip apart my team completely. I didn't know how I wanted to deal with it, so I figured the best way to deal with it was create something that was incredibly physically bulky, incredibly specially bulky, and if this set pays off, who knows, But we are bringing Gamagori with the leftovers, Stealth Rock, Thunder Wave, Knockoff, and Psycho Boost. We can get Rocks up. Rocks are super effective against things, like I said, the Victini, the Togekiss, and the Honchkrow. We can break Sturdies on the Donphan. We can get chip damage on anything that wants to switch out, like the Mega Manectric. Anything else that does want to U-turn out, such as the Chinchino. Volt switching with the Lantern. We can get chip damage off on that with Rock Hazards. Thunder Wave to cripple things such as Victini to Honchkrow. What else can I do? Brayloom, I guess. Brayloom's kind of slow, but if he goes for a Mach Punch and he does get fully parried because of the Thunder Wave, it is what it is. That's good. Knockout for the utility. It does hurt the aforementioned mons that we talked about with the Crocodile set. And then Psycho Boost just because it's 140 base attack and it's stab. So It's going to hurt either way. Next up, we are bringing Bloodroot. She is rocking Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Earthquake, and Knockoff. 252 HP, 4 attack, 252 special defense. A Brave Nature on her this week. Giga Drain is going to do a number 2, the Dawn Fan. It is going to also hit the Alomomola and the Lantern. Sludge Bomb will hit the Victini. Sludge Bomb does not hit anything else, or not the Victini, I'm sorry, the Togekiss. It does not hit anything else super effective. Earthquake will do a good number to his team, Aegislash, Mega Manectric, Victini, Skuntank, and Lantern. Knockout for the utility behind it. We're going to hit pretty hard this week with Bloodroot. Last time when we faced up against Fujio, Bloodroot was definitely a great check to Mega Venusaur. Switches in with something like the Breloom or the Aegislash to kind of attempt to wall us. We can definitely turn around and go from there. Next up, we are bringing Hinata. She is our Rocky Helmet, Bold Nature, Recover, Scald, Toxic, and Mud Sport. Marvel Scale. And then somebody's immediately going to say, did he just say Mud Sport? I said Mud Sport. And I want to try it out. I want to try it out in competitive play. Mudbox is a wonderful Pokemon in this type of format. And Mud Sport for 5 turns cause all electric type moves to only do, I believe it's a third of their original. Well, let's check. For 5 turns, electric type attacks have 1/3 of their power, so we can already tank hits from stuff. I don't want to take a hit from Mega Manectric, but we can take hits from Lantern. If he so chooses to bring in a Lantern on this thing. Recover for the recovery, Scald for burns, and Scald for stab damage, Toxic, just in case he does feel like sending in something like the Lantern. We can kind of sit in front of this thing and play around with it, especially with Mud Sport. Lantern can't really touch us all that much. 248 HP, 252 defense, 8 special defense. This thing's more so to just kind of sit in front of things. He does want to sit in front of things like Victini, assuming he doesn't bring something like Fusion Bolt or any sort of electric type moves. We can sit in front of things like Alomomola as well. It does get a regenerator. We can kind of Toxic Stall that thing, recover up on it. Rocky Helmet, Marvel Scale will boost our defenses through the roof as well. Next up, we are bringing CT Fletcher, Assault Vested CT Fletcher, Guts Ability, Drain Punch, Mach Punch, Ice Punch, Knockoff, 1 HP, 252 attack, 252 defense. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I haven't changed up CT Fletcher's moveset too much. I usually just change around the EVs based on if I want to run AV or if I want to run Bandit Conkeldurr, but it is what it is. Drain Punch and Mach Punch for the stab. It will do super effective damage on both the Snorlax and the Chinchino, but there's not too much on his team that does resist it. He does have the immunity in the Aegislash. He does have, let me take a look here, he does resist it with the Togekiss, neutral on the Honchkrow. Other than that, nothing really wants to take a Drain Punch from an Adamant Conkeldurr. Mach Punch for the priority. Ice Punch will hit things super effectively, such as the Breloom, such as the Honchkrow and the Togekiss, and as well as the... I'm missing one. Donphan. It also hits Donphan super effectively as well. Knockout for the utility. Last but not least, we are bringing Assault Vest Jupiter. He is bringing in Shadow Ball, Discharge, Volt Switch, and Hidden Powered Grass. Discharge did wonders for us last match. It didn't really come through with any paras, but I do want to see what we can pull off this time around. 108 HP, 248 special attack, 12 in special defense, 140 in speed with the Timid Nature. With the Timid Nature, we will be able to outspeed a Jolly Victini or Timid Victini, whichever one he feels like running. We can outspeed that provided he's not Scarfed. We can pop a Shadow Ball on it. We might be able to go for a Discharge if he's not already paralyzed from Gamagori's Thunder Wave. Those two things go hand in hand with each other. We will be able to hit it. Volt Switch for the initiative. Shadow Ball does hit super effectively, like I said, the Victini, and it also does hit super effectively the Aegislash. He does have immunities in both the Snorlax and the Chinchino as far as Shadow Ball goes. Hidden Power Grass is going to hit Donphan. Hidden Power Grass is also going to hit the Alomomola. I don't think he's switching Alomomola in, but if he is bringing Volt Absorb Lantern, we do also have Hidden Power Grass for the Lantern as well. So that is going to be our team going up against True in Week 8 of the PGL. I am going to cut right now, and I will see you guys at the battle screen. Alright, we are back here today, and like I said, we are going up against TruexNorseman and the Boston Silk Scarf. So if you guys are excited, if you guys are hyped, this is it. This is the match that determines whether or not we are going to the Pokemon Global League playoffs or not. I'm excited. I know I'm excited. I know True's excited. So let's go ahead and hop right onto this. If you skip the first 10 minutes of this video, you missed the team builder. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But you know what? We're going to go ahead and get this. We got Champ here. Champ's going to assist and help assistant coach with us today. Where is his best spot in the video? I feel like right there. Chad, don't fall. Chad, don't fall. Don't do it. Attaboy. Attaboy. Alright. Did not know he had a Scavalier. Did not know he had that. So let's go. Scavalier. I don't know what he has instead of that. Snorlax. He actually didn't bring Magmanectric or Aegislash, which is something I'm kind of shocked he didn't do, actually. And Victini. So Togekiss, I feel like, is the defogger here. I don't know if one of those, I don't know where those other ones gets it, but I want to lead off with Gamagori first off. I don't know if Togekiss, I feel like it would. Togekiss. Togekiss is his only defogger on there. I don't know what he wants to lead off with, but I do know, I did not know about the Escavalier, but I'm actually really curious about that. But either way, we're going to lead off with Gamagori. I actually don't know what he'd want to lead off with as far as rocks goes. I don't think Escavalier gets it, but it is probably a banded Escavalier. So lead off with Gamagori just in case he feels like leading off with something cheeky. We can pop a T-Wave. It'll all be good. It'll all be good, ladies and gentlemen. It'll all be good. Hope you guys are excited. Sunday is the GBA draft coverage live stream. It is going to be amazing. I'm so excited. Leads off with Tyrion. Tyrion is going to be that Victini, of course. Now, part of me wants to go for a T-Wave, cripple this thing right off the bat. I don't see him having much of an aromatherapy user. However, I'm going to click T-Wave because whatever's going to come in is going to get crippled by the T-Wave. Even if it decides to U-turn out, that's fine. It is a super effective move. We are max defense. We're going to see this set's definitely one of the cheekier sets I've enjoyed running in as far as league play goes, definitely. I've never ran something both max defenses, max defense and max special defense. I'm curious to see where this takes us. Goes for a V-create, actually, so the Thunder Wave is going to pay off. Let's see how well we take that. Take it well, take it well, take it well, take it well. Holy crap! Wow, okay. Okay, so we know he's got Victory Star as his ability. Here I was thinking, V-Create, isn't that a, I want to say it's a physical move? Physical or special, I don't use Victini, I don't know. V-Create's physical move, so we got, base power of 180 and its stab, good lord. Okay, so we got him paralyzed. I do want to get the rocks up here, actually. He's got a hard withdraw. That's fine by me. We do get free rocks up. We do get free rocks up, and he's going to go out into Kazooie, which is going to be that Togekiss, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. We can kind of paralyze this thing, too, if we want to. I don't see why not, honestly. I don't see an aromatherapy user on this team. I don't think Togekiss gets aromatherapy. So I'm going to click T-Wave on this thing as well. Just going to see where it goes. He can go for a defog, that's fine. We can just turn around, set up rocks again. Dazzling Gleam, actually. Okay, that's going to hurt. It's going to knock us out. So we do have rocks up, so let me make a note here. Deoxys did exactly what I wanted it to do. It paralyzed Victini, and then got rocks up. That's all I needed it for. There's two Togekiss, Dazzle. So now my question is, what do I want to go up into here? He has no ground. He didn't bring Donphan either. So I can freely go for a discharge should kill, I feel like. Togekiss. Discharge is 51% if he's specially defensive. We can go... could Volt Switch out into something like... I'll just go into Jupiter and I'll Volt Switch, because I don't think he wants to stay in. I really don't think he wants to stay in. So we can just Volt Switch all over this thing, because like I said, I do not see the ground typing on his team. Let's make sure we leave a note here that it does have the Razzle Dazzle Gleam. And I'm going to play Volt Switch. I don't see the Lantern. Man, Mudspore Milotic is not going to work at all this game. Super. I'm actually kind of disappointed about that. So he's going to withdraw Kazooie, and I'm curious what he's going to go out into. He's going to go out into Ledger. Which is going to be that Escavalier. Oh, you ate that up. You are so fat. No fire coverage on the team. Let's see here really quick. One second. I'm going to pull up something. I've got notes over here. I'm going to pull up notes right here too really quick. I want to see because that Escavalier... Why did I not... I really should pay more attention to what these guys have access to. Escavalier. Fire. You were literally fire. Literally fire. That's all you got. That's all you got. I feel like you have an Aerial Ace. I feel like you learn Aerial Ace for Mega Venusaur. If you're physically offensive, I'm gonna go to Hinata. I don't even know why I had to ask myself that. Now you don't. You unfortunately can't get toxic, but you do get scalded. You do get the scalded burn. You do get that. And nothing on this team really wants to get burned. Escavalier's physical, Snorlax, Breloom. He can bring out Togekiss. Or nah, I'm sorry, Alomomola. Gonna say burn. He's gonna knock off, so he's gonna take Rocky Helmet damage. That does bring us down to 140 HP. That is going to put us at the... Puts us at 69%, so I'm curious to see what this Escavalier is. If he is 30%, could have been a high roll of an Assault Vested set as far as Escavalier goes. But he does see that we are super physically defensive, so he does. I don't think he wants to stay in. I'm gonna click Scald one more time. Because I don't see him staying in. I really don't. Because Victini is the only thing that can really hit us on his team now. The Breloom can obviously come out. But we check that every day. There's Kawhi. Kawhi's going to be the Alomomola. Mega Venusaur walls that thing every day. We do not snag a burn on the Kawhi Love Disc. So we do see Escavalier does have the knockoff item vest question mark. It would make sense if he was Assault Vested because he did take both the Scald and the Volt Switch from Jupiter very well. So now the play to make here is to switch out into Bloodroot. Because even if we get burned, that's fine. We do have the 4 and the Beneficial Nature in attack for Earthquake and Knockoff, but we don't even need Earthquake. And Toxic does not affect us. So now, I will Mega Evolve. And looking at his team, he does have... Now do I go for the Sludge Bomb? I don't think he'd go into Victini. I don't think he will. Well, either way, we would have to beat Victini. I'm going to Mega Evolve and I'm going to click Sludge Bomb. He didn't bring the down pan. I've got no need for Giga Drain. Giga Drain's only good for the Alomomola. I don't want to... I don't like Alomomola. It's just a big, fat, bulky fish. I mean, it's got, what? It's got 165 HP. Like, it's disgusting. Its special defense is garbage. But, run the right set on it, and it is still a very valid Pokemon, in my opinion. And it gets knockoff, too. I mean, what does it knock off? With the fins? Does it, like, tornado around and, like, hit you with the fins and knock off your item? I don't understand that. I don't understand that one bit, actually. He's going to withdraw Kawhi, that's fine. So the Sludge Bomb was the good play. It's going to hit the Breloom, and it's going to hit the Victini both. Goes out into Rumble, which is going to be the Snorlax, actually. Ooh. Ooh, you get Zen Headbutt. I like this. I like where this is going. I like where this is going a lot, actually. That's a great play. If he's not running Thick Fat, he's running Immunity, and he won't get poisoned. We do get the crit. We do not get the poison. I'm curious to see. We don't take a Zen Headbutt well at all. Let's go Snorlax. Let's just run Choice Band. Zen Headbutt really hurts us. Return really hurts us. I'm gonna click Giga Drain. I feel like he's vested. Let's see how well he takes that. Well, the Sludge Bomb did a lot, actually. So do Giga Drain. He's actually... Ooh, Curse-Lax! Ooh, Curse-Lax! Oh, I like that. Good for you, True. Good for you. I like that a lot, actually. Let's knock off whatever item you have. He's not a Cell vested. Is there a berry involved here? There it is. Oh, yes, there we go. Alright, so now we get 2 turns. If he's got Sleep Talk, now I can switch into Conkeldurr, and we can take advantage of the turn of rest that this thing does have. Because I'm pretty sure a Curse-Lax does not want anything to do with. Let's go Snorlax, Curse-Lax. Oh, Drain Punch is a lot of damage, and then Mach Punch finishes it up right off from there. So I'll switch out now that we got that Lumberry out of the way. That's not something that I'm really worried about, necessarily. Because we can just follow up with the Drain Punch, Mach Punch combo on this thing. If he does feel like sending in something like the Victini, we do have Knockoff. We will outspeed it because it is crippled and paralyzed. Brings it down to a whopping 25 base speed, because it reduces your speed to 25%. Oh my goodness, who's calling me right now? Don't call me on Skype in the middle of a battle! Oh, the nerve of some people, I tell you. Sleep Talk. Now I want to see Chris Sleep Talk body slam something else. I do not see that. Now, does he want to stay in? What are you going into to take this? He doesn't want this work. I'm going to click Ice Punch, making the prediction of the switch. He could wake up and rest again just to try to get some health back. He could definitely do that. But if he does want to switch out to something like the Togekiss or the Breloom, Togekiss would be the better play here. He is going to withdraw, actually. Like I said, I do predict the Togekiss. Goes on the Lomomola, actually. So we are going to go for the Ice Punch here. We're going to reveal that we do have that. Depending on how well you take that. Okay. Lefties. You're physical. You are physical. I don't feel like knocking you off. I'm going to switch back out into Bloodroot because you're going to go for something. You're going to sit in front of me, and then I'm going to sit in front of you, and it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. So, I want to make a note here that the Lomomola does have lefties, and it does have Toxic and Scald, I believe. Toxic. We see the knockoff. I was just talking about this. I was just talking about that. And the Lomomola also has the regen ability as well. I'm going to click Sludge Bomb again, really? I'm going to click Sludge Bomb again. I want to see what he thinks I think I'm going to switch out into, because then I can hopefully kind of double back out eventually later in the battle, and kind of catch him off guard with that. I don't know. Chat, what do you think? Wise words from Chap, ladies and gentlemen. Wise words from Chap. He definitely agrees. He definitely thinks that if we can map out the switching patterns, because right now, we've got walls for all of his Pokemon, and especially, I'm so glad Deoxys Defense finally did what I needed it to do. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that happened. I'm so glad he actually stays in to eat that Sludge Bomb. Oh, if he's a Wish Protect set, I'm going to be here all day. I'm going to post-con this part. Not even this part. I'll post-con if he's a Wish Stall Protect set. What on his team? I'm going to click Giga Drain now. What on his team is low in health to want a Wish Pass? Snorlax? Oh, the Escavalier. Giga Drain, do work. I know you're like quad resisted and you're freaking assault vest. No, okay. Okay. Oh, if we would have went for the EQ, that would have been nasty, or even the knockoff, honestly. Now I'm curious, what sort of damage do we take from an Escavalier? I'm gonna say you are assault vested. Megahorn does way too much for my enjoyment. Oh, I'm gonna click knockoff here. I'm gonna make the plane click knockoff. I want this thing's best gone. There it is. There's the best. Goes for the Megahorn. He misses the Megahorn. That is crucial. That is crucial. So now the play here is to go on to Hinata. We can take whatever hits we want to do. Scald is going to be a lot more on the Escavalier than originally. We don't have much in the special attack. We do have the 8 special defense. Goes for the Megahorn. He misses 2 Megahorns in a row. This is why I run X-Scissor over Megahorn, ladies and gentlemen. Click Toxic, predicting the switch into Alomomola. I'm really annoyed that Mudsport. I was actually really excited to use Mudsport Milotic. I was really excited. But, you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles, I suppose. But yeah, I don't see him staying in. I do see him switching into something like the Alomomola. And then we can just kind of sit here in front of this thing. We can switch back out into Mega Venusaur. The 2 misses with the Megahorn are crucial. It's like an 80% accuracy. What did you switch out into? Goes back out in a Rumble. Ooh! The plays, the plays. He knew I was going for the Toxic. He knew I was going for the Toxic. Oh, the play to make here. I want to say he's still got 1 turn. No. I want to say he wakes up this turn. But we're physically defensive. We're physically... I'm gonna click recover here. We see we outspeed the Snorlax. I'm not sure if that's a given or not, given the stats. Still fast asleep, that's fine. We were able to get a free recover up. And now the question is how well do I take? Let's go into Curse Flax. Let's give you Zen Headbutt. Zen Headbutt does so much. No, don't switch out an Instigate. I'm going to switch out a CT Fletcher, and then I'm going to hopefully double back out on a Raikou on the Alomomola switch out. That is the game plan as of right now. He does wake up, and he goes for a Curse. That's fine. I don't think he wants... Do I go for the Drain Punch? There's 83% right now. I'm clicking Drain Punch. He can't keep this thing in. We need to keep him switching out because this chip damage from rocks is going to end up probably killing something eventually. He stays in, actually. Okay, so he's a +1 defense. We see the Drain Punch is going to bring him down under the halfway mark. He goes for the Body Slam. That's unfortunate. That is going to put us right above, and then we can sit here and go for another Drain Punch on this thing as well. I did not count that with the +1 defense. The Drain Punch did put him under half. I'm going to click Drain Punch here one more time. I don't see him wanting to lose this thing. This thing's a huge wall as far as being able to set up and being able to reset any sort of status elements that I can't toss out with Toxic or with Discharge with Raikou. He does want to keep this thing around, I would assume. But I am going to click Drain Punch to get some recovery back. We can sit in front of the Alomomola. We can kind of play around with that. If he Toxics us, we do get the Guts boost. I don't know if I want to keep that around. He is going to withdraw the Rumble. That's fine by me. It is fine by me. And he's going to go on the Kawhi. We can hit the Drain Punch off. This thing's the only thing that can really keep switching in with the Drain Punches. And we see that that does put him under half. And then my question is, is what is Alomamola's base speed is 65, so he's gonna outspeed. He's gonna outspeed regardless. So I'm gonna go ahead and click knockoff here. Get the lefties out. He predicted the switch. That's fine. We're gonna be able to knock these lefties out here. As much recovery as I want to get as much recovery away from this thing as possible. And now I feel like he's gonna protect. I hope he's gonna protect. I'm gonna switch on to Jupiter. We're Assault Vest. We can take a Scald. We got the leftovers out of there, which is what I wanted to do. Is there the protect? Or do I see the protect? Goes for the protect. Awesome. That's what I wanted. Okay. So, I feel comfortable clicking discharge. We outspeed everything on his team, so I can just click discharge on whatever wants to come in. Then we can go from there. Because after that, we do outspeed. We outspeed the Victini either way now because it is paralyzed. But what we can do is whatever wants to come in, we can, let's write that he has Wish and Protect. He actually doesn't bring any Water Stab on the Mola, now that I map out his actual set. We haven't seen the... We haven't seen anything about the Breloom yet. I'm curious about that Breloom. He had Curse Rest and Body Slam, I believe, were the move that I saw on that thing. No item. None. We still don't know what kind of damage that was from the Victini either. I'd be really surprised to see if that was like banded damage of some sort. Victini. That would have been a mid-roll. Would have been a mid-roll. So he's not Assault Vest. He's gonna take rocks damage. We're gonna outspeed. We might be able to two-shot this thing with discharge actually. We are gonna be able to two-shot this thing. We do snag a paralysis on there as well. So I'm going to click discharge one more time, and that is going to be it for the Snorlax, assuming he does not, assuming he doesn't switch it out. I don't see what he would want to switch it out to, but we can pencil that in as a knockout for Jupiter, assuming, all things assuming. Snorlax is going to go down to the discharge. And now the Victini is at a point where it's going to come in, and it's not going to want to take a Shadow Ball, especially after Rocks damage. Because I do believe, actually. Shadow Ball is 57%. Here comes the Breloom, actually. Okay, here's what I was actually worried about. Was this thing, because we see absolutely nothing from this thing. A Technician boosted Mach Punch is going to suck. Mach Punch will do about 43%, which is not something I want to take. I can get some chip damage off this thing. Volt Switch will do about 35%, assuming he's like a Jolly Technician set. So I will Volt Switch here. We do outspeed. He doesn't go for the Mach Punch. I believe the play to make here is to send in Mega Venusaur. He does resist it, however, that did about the 40% that I was looking for, 35 to 40%. And I'm curious what type of flying. If you get an Aerial Ace, I done goofed. Bullet Seed, we're gonna hold that. It does 9. Okay, we can hold that. And he doesn't want to take a Sludge Bomb either. We see he's actually Life Orb Breloom. So we see, I'm assuming Technician, we see the Life Orb, and we see the Bullet Seed. I'll click Sludge Bomb. I don't see why not. He might have predicted me to go. I don't think he would have done that. Either way, though, Mega Venusaur can sit in front of this thing for days on end. Like I said, unless he does Breloom get, I feel like a Technician boosted HP flying Breloom would be absolutely destructive. He did predict me to go for the HP Flying Braylon would be absolutely destructive. He did predict me for go to the Sludge Bomb. If I would have went for the EQ here, that would have been great. I will switch back out and go out into Hinata. That is our physical wall. She takes physical hits. That is what she does. She uses that 8 Chargram's palm rotation, knocks away your Mega Horn. I'm not going to make a joke about that. That's super unfortunate. That's why I said. I do believe, I actually want to check that. What did I do? Scavalier. That's the Cavalier. Mega Horn. 85% actually, so to miss 2 of those in a row, that's absolutely unfair. That's only 15% chance. I've connected more Stone Edges in a row than I have. It's super unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I said, do you get X Scissor? Would that have been a better move to run? Yeah, actually, would have 100% accuracy. You do get an extra 40% from the Mega Horn, though. Goes to the knockoff, that's fine. He already knocked off the Rocky Helmet. That's going to do absolutely nothing. We're going to eat that like a champion. I will... Do I... how... I'm going to keep kicking Scald. I'm going to keep clicking Scald because, unfortunately for him, the thing that does happen with Alomomola is that being the only Regenerator user on its team, it's the only thing that is not going to keep taking damage from rocks. If we can keep putting him on the offense, if we can keep staying on the offensive, we can keep these switches happening on the rocks, we will be able to keep create this residual chip damage. And if he goes out in the Alomomola here, I should have went for a Toxic, but I went for a Scald. Goes out into Kazooie, which is the Togekiss, actually. Ooh. Now we also do get to snag the crit burn on the Togekiss. We do see the Togekiss has leftovers. It's definitely good to know. Lefties. And I think now might be the time he actually tries to get, if he is running Defog Togekiss, I think now might be the time he tries to get the rocks out of here. He sees they're doing way too much to his team. So after the Scald and after the burn damage, I do want to say this thing will go down. No, because we got the crit. We got the crit on that. If he is even running the Defog Togekiss, which I don't see why he wouldn't, because he didn't bring down Fan to spin. Goes for the Defog. Here's a Defog Togekiss like I thought. That's unfortunate because we won't be able to get as much chip damage off as I wanted to. But we could have switched down to Raikou. But Theory Moning is not one of my favorite things to do in this situation. Is he gonna go for a Roost? Is he gonna be fully support Togekiss? I feel like he will. Jupiter resists. We've got the Assault Vested resist the Air Slash. We outspeed. We're Assault Vested. I'm going to make the plan. I'm going to switch on to Jupiter. I do anticipate him to be... He actually switches out himself. So he's going to go out into the Alomomola. So switching out into Jupiter was the better play to make. We can sit in front of this thing and discharge away freely. If he wants to go for a knockoff and get our... let's go for a knockoff and get our Assault Vest out of here. That's fine. It's unfortunate, but it is fine. Alomomola. Alomomola. Discharge is 2-hit KO. Discharge is 2-hit KO. If he does want to stand. If he doesn't, oh well. Like I said, he can go. We have seen the knockoff, we've seen the Toxic, we've seen the Wish, and we've seen the Protect. So he can Toxic us, he can knock off our best right now. Other than that, the only thing we'd have to be careful for is something like, we have to be this team, what would we be careful for? What would we be careful for? Any hits we might take from the Togekiss, potentially. Anything, if for whatever reason. We do see Discharge here. If he's got any special defense investment, we are going to see. Does put him under half. We do get the paralysis with Discharge. That's why I run Discharge over Thunderbolt, actually. He is fully paralyzed as well. I will click Discharge here one more time just to knock this guy out. He's gonna go for Protect, actually. Okay, you don't have lefties. Why are you drawing this out? Okay. The Volt Switch would gain me momentum. Actually, no, it wouldn't, because he would see what I'm going into, and then he could freely switch off of that. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna Discharge again. and then I outspeed whatever he wants to go out into, because after that, then we can Volt Switch out, because we do outspeed everything else on his team. Now the question is, so the Togekiss is burned. If we had 2 Rock Setters, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. Maybe like a supportive Crook or something. But unfortunately, we do not. He is gonna withdraw the Kawaii. He's gonna gain some HP back on that thing, hopefully, and he's gonna go back out into Hooves, which is gonna be this Breloom. I feel like Breloom is gonna not live. I keep clicking Discharge. You can go for the Mach Punch. We can take that. Oh, we saw Life Orb on that thing. We should make a note of. Let's go Breloom. Even with an Adamant Life Orb thing, it's only going to do 61% if he does go for the Mach Punch. But he's not. We are going to go for Discharge, and that is going to take out the Breloom as well. So no, dies to Raikou Discharge. And I think with the Assault Vest gone, oh, here's the ticket. You're physically defensive. Here it is, or you're physically offensive. Here is the guy. Here's the guy I was worried about. A Victory one-shots me entirely. So let's see, Victini. Let's just make sure let's assume you're banded. Let's assume you're banded, Victini. A Volt Strike kills Milo. So I Volt Switch and go out into Milo. I'll Volt Switch and I'll go out into Hinata. To take whatever damage this thing wants to put off on me. Provided he's not banded, provided we do live, we do see that does about 30-ish%, 30 to 35. I will switch out here into Milotic. We are currently at 81% of our health. Oh, and he gets fully paralyzed too. Okay. I'm gonna click Scald. I'm gonna click Scald right here. That should actually do. That does 62.8% with actually no, I am. Yeah, that does, on a high roll it does about 62%. On a high roll I feel like that will kill actually. On a low roll it does over half. And then if we get the Skull that's a low roll, he goes for something like a Bolt Strike that will take us out. I don't know if Bolt Strike actually has recoil on there. I'm curious to see. Oh! The full pairs are unfortunate. It's why I did what I did. Victini's a huge threat. Victini's a huge threat. As an outside player watching this game, I would be super unfortunate to see something like Victini get treated the way it's being treated right now. Unfortunately, though, that is I did what I did to get where I gotta get. You know, that is exactly what I needed to do in order to beat this guy. So, and Victini's a huge threat. Victini's an absolutely huge threat. Any base 100 mounts is a huge threat in the competitive format. It is what it is. He can knock off our best here. He can go for a Toxic. Toxic's probably his better play. Oh. The guilt and the shame is starting to eat away at me slowly but surely. I'm here for the W, that's what I'm here for, but the guilt and the shame is slowly but surely eating away at me. Going up against her with this Victini. The full paras are absolutely unreal right now. I don't know the percentage of getting fully paralyzed. Actually curious. He's gonna withdraw Kawaii. He's gonna keep getting that. He's gonna go out into Ledger. I feel like 2 discharges will knock this guy out as well. That will knock out this guy, provided he does not switch out with something else. That is going to knock out the Escavalier. No. Minus 2 Raikou. Discharge. So he's got Alomomola, Togekiss, and Victini left. Victini doesn't win any of this work. Victini gets discharged on. Togekiss gets discharged on, Alomomola's got discharged on. So it's all about how he wants to play his cards finishing up this battle here. Goes out Nakwai, that's fine. I will discharge away. He could try to Toxic Stall some of my HP out, but I will be able to hit the Togekiss. I will be able to hit the Victini as well, knock it out. Goes for Wish just to get some HP back. I don't see him passing this into Victini, considering I will just keep sitting here and clicking Discharge. And I'm out of water. I am out of water. Okay. So, if he wants to kind of... The only thing I see happening here that will make me feel like a deplorable human being is if he tries to Wish Protect, but he gets parried on the Protect. I would actually feel bad. So he is able to get the Protect off. If he would have got fully parried on the Protect, I would have probably, like, just cried. So he's going to be able to keep this thing at as much health as he wants it to. Which is good for him, actually. He knows he can take another Discharge, but he knows neither the Togekiss or the Victini want to take this Discharge. He can keep kind of Wish Passing, but he's playing a game that gets time because then that'll happen. He'll get fully paralyzed again, and I can just click Discharge one more time to knock out the Alomomola. He could withdraw to gain some regen, but Togekiss and the Victini are both going to go down. He's going to withdraw the Kawaii. So either Togekiss or Victini are going to take the... it is going to be Togekiss is going to go down to that. Raikou is slowly catching up to Instigator for the MVP, especially after last week and this week. He's going to have 11 kills under his belt, I believe. Be absolutely gnarly if he got that. But, I think that's it. I think we just keep clicking Discharge against this thing. You try to stall out my Discharge? I don't know. You can do one of those things, but the Discharge should actually kill from this range. I feel like it will. It is going to kill from this range. That is going to bring the Alomomola down. And then the Victini. Victini is going to go down to this Discharge as well. Leave a note here. As to Raikou Discharge. And that is going to be game 2, TruexNorseman and the Boston Silk Scarfs. True, thank you so much for this battle. As always, guys, please make sure you support my fellow PGL coaches and support their content as well. Follow them on Twitter, subscribe to them on YouTube. Links to all of which will be in the description below. There will be no Week 9 PGL match. Unfortunately, Ian, a.k.a. ItsLynked, did drop out of the league, so we do receive a 3-0 win against him for dropping out of the league, which means the Detroit Steelwings are going to the playoffs of the Pokemon Global League Season 2. If you guys are hyped, be sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed. If you did not enjoy as well, make sure to smash that dislike button and let me know why in the comment section below. All that being said, my name is Crimson CBAD, and I will see you guys at the championships. Later.